sat on the dusty shelf, its porcelain face eerily serene. Its painted eyes, a startling shade of blue, seemed to follow me as I browsed the cluttered aisles of the old curiosity shop. I wasn't usually drawn to dolls, but there was something about this one that held my gaze, an unsettling stillness, a sense of watching. Ignoring a prickle of unease, I purchased the doll. Its antique clothing, though faded, was beautifully crafted, and I thought it would make an interesting addition to my collection of oddities. That night, I placed the doll on a chair in my study. As I worked late, I couldn't shake the feeling that its eyes were on me. I'd glance up occasionally, and each time I swore its head had turned slightly, its gaze more direct. I dismissed it as my imagination, the product of a long and tiring day. But the next morning, I found the doll on the floor. It hadn't fallen. It was sitting upright, facing my desk. A chill ran down my spine. I picked it up, examining it closely. Nothing seemed amiss, just an old doll. Over the next few days, the doll seemed to move on its own. I'd find it in different positions, its eyes always fixed on me. Sometimes it would be on the sofa, sometimes on my bed. Once, I found it sitting at my desk, as if it had been reading my notes. The unsettling feeling intensified. I started having nightmares, vivid dreams of the doll coming to life, its porcelain face cracking, its painted eyes glowing with malevolent intent. One evening, I was working late in my study when I heard a faint rustling sound. I looked up and saw the doll sitting on the floor, its head tilted slightly, and then I heard it, a soft whispering sound like a child's breath. I froze, my blood running cold. The doll's lips, painted a delicate rose, pink, seemed to move. The whisper came again, clearer this time. "I'm watching you." I scrambled back from my chair, knocking it over. I stared at the doll, my heart pounding in my chest. It was just a doll, I told myself, just an inanimate object. But as I watched, its head slowly turned, its blue eyes locking onto mine. And then, a smile, wide and terrifying, spread across its porcelain face. "I'm coming for you," it whispered. I screamed, a raw, terrified sound. I grabbed a heavy book from my desk and hurled it at the doll. It crashed against the wall, shattering into pieces. Porcelain shards scattered across the floor. I stood there, panting, my body trembling. It was over. The doll was destroyed. But as I looked at the broken pieces, I saw something that made my blood run cold. One of the doll's eyes, perfectly intact, was staring